Hi, this is Ronnie James with Tidewater Management Group, coming to you today to talk with you about the Medicare Part D change for next year of the troop, the $2,000 cap. There have been a lot of questions around how is that calculated, how does that work? So today what I want to do is to give you an example of something that we've come up with here that we feel like will help you understand how the $2,000 cap is reached. So bear with me as we're going to show you a slide today that, again, is not from any particular plans. It's just designed to give you an idea of how that is calculated. Now, under Medicare Part D in 2025, the federal government has established a standard drug plan. And under the standard plan, the individual will have a $590 deductible. Then they'll be responsible for 25% of the drug cost that they incur until they have spent $2,000 out of pocket. So in my example that you see now, you'll see that in January, they're going to go in and they're going to be purchasing a $1,000 drug. They are responsible for a $590 deductible, which is their annual deductible, and then a $250 co-insurance, because 25% of $1,000 is $250. So that drug in January is going to cost them $840. Then you can see in February they'll pay a $250 co-payment, which is 25% of the $1,000 drug cost, and they'll pay the $250 per month until June. And in June, they'll only spend $160 on the drug. And the reason being is they will have reached their $2,000 drug cost for the year. So in July and each month after that, they will pay nothing for that drug. On the other side, you have the enhanced plan. Now, under the enhanced plan, you will notice we're going to use the same $1,000 drug, but in this example, the insured will only have a $255 deductible, and this particular carrier has elected to do a $47 copayment on Tier 3 drugs, not the 25%. So when the insured goes into the pharmacy in January, they'll be responsible for the $255 deductible plus the $47 copayment for that drug. You can see in February, they'll also pay $47 until they reach July, and in July they'll pay $0. And the reason being is that Medicare will give the member the greater of the co-payment or the co-insurance under the standard plan. So if that insured was buying the $1,000 drug, even though they're only paying $47 for that drug, the federal government is crediting them with the $250 cost. So in this scenario, what you're seeing is that at the end of the day, if they're in an enhanced drug plan, the insured really only spent $537 on that drug for the year, but they were credited $2,000 because that's what they would have spent under the standard drug plan. Again, it's important for you to understand this because even though the government says that we're capped at $2,000, you could have many customers who will not spend $2,000 because they're on enhanced plans that will reach their cap. And it's important for you to understand this. And if you have members that are on enhanced drug plans, there may not be as big a need for the M3P or the smoothing process that you've been hearing so much about. That's why it's possible that the smoothing process may not be that big of a deal if you have a lot of customers that are on enhanced drug plans. It's important to understand that if someone's on a standard drug plan and they are taking expensive medications, they are very likely to benefit from the smoothing process from the standpoint that it won't reduce what they have to pay, but instead of paying $250 a month, as you see in this scenario, if they're on it all 12 months, they can smooth that out and pay $167 a month throughout the entire year. Again, we understand there's questions. We understand this is the first year that this process has been put into play. So if you do have questions, feel free to give us a call here at Tidewater Management Group. And as always, I wish you the best.